Hello everyone! As you probably know, sea cruises are in great demand today. There are many people who prefer to spend time in a comfortable environment with a wide range of entertainment and high-quality service. Do I need to add anything about the most vivid emotions that can be experienced in a short period of time while visiting several cities and even countries? In fact, such a cruise is nothing but a continuous pleasure. Today we're going to talk about the coolest and largest cruise ships, which you will definitely remember for a long time. This is one of the largest cruise ships in the world. It is called the Symphony of the Seas. The length of this astonishing vessel is about 360 meters. It is a lot, right? It was built in France and it was estimated at the price of $1.35 billion in 2018. Such a giant in the world of cruise liners has 18 decks in its large structure. Among all other accommodation options, I would like to highlight the Ultimate Family Suite. As you can guess from its name, it's a family suite with a total area of 125 square meters. There is a large Lego wall, an air hockey area, as well as children's slide that goes right from the living room to the bedroom. While being on such a chic and well thought out ship, one will certainly find entertainment to their liking. You can find virtually everything: water slides with the height of a 10-story building, an aquatic theatre, an ice show stage, as well as 24 luxury pools, climbing walls, and SPA services with thermal water. What a wide choice of entertainment options, isn't it? When you try all of them, you can enjoy the best food from the chefs in one of the 22 restaurants. By the way, Symphony of the Seas accommodates 6,680 guests and 2,200 staff. The vessel operates mainly in the Caribbean and the Mediterranean Sea. Now it's time for another giant that moves around the seas and is one of the largest cruise ships in the world. Wonder of the Seas has a length of 362 meters and has been in operation relatively recently, since the end of 2022. At the moment of its production, the rates were already higher, so the ship was estimated at $1.5 billion. So, what is so unique about this huge ship? There are 20 cool restaurants, many bars and cafes on board. Here you can enjoy not only delicious dishes and drinks, but also fully relax during a live performance by professional musicians and dancers. Walk around the ship to find surf simulators, a mini golf course, a water park with water slides, climbing walls, a casino, a cinema room, a musical theatre, a spa complex, and even 4 swimming pools. The ship offers 2,867 comfortable cabins on 16 decks for passengers. It is capable of accommodating a total of 6,988 guests and more than 2,000 crew members. The majority of the routes of the Wonder of the Seas are located in the Caribbean and the Mediterranean Sea. This is another cruise ship with a similar name. It's called the Allure of the Seas, and it's another giant in the world of cruises. This ship was built back in 2010, but 10 years later it was completely reconstructed. It was called the best cruise ship for a family vacation. The ship has 16 decks with a total of 2,700 rooms. What can I add here? These spacious rooms simply amaze with the originality of their design solutions and the beauty of the interior, especially the ultra-modern loft suites. Shall I move on to the list of entertainment for guests? Believe me, they will surprise you no less than those of the previous liners. First of all, let's take a look at the large selection of night bars and an interactive water park called the H2O Zone. Do you like extreme sports? In this case, I am sure that you will be especially impressed by the new surfing pool. At the same time, one can always have a delicious meal in one of the many restaurants or cafes. This ship also features the first ever Starbucks at sea, 1920s style parties, and the Mamma Mia show, which will surprise every guest of the ship. At the same time, such a modern ship as the Allure of the Seas is distinguished by its high environmental friendliness. The most interesting thing is that during its construction, unique water treatment and waste treatment systems were introduced. The chic Oasis of the Seas, built back in 2009, was the first representative of the Oasis group. Its length is truly amazing. Just look at these 360 meters of beauty, power, and luxury. As of today, the cost of the ship is approaching $1.4 billion. There are 15 decks on board this stunning ship, which together accommodate 2,706 rooms of different categories. In total, the Oasis of the Seas is able to accommodate 6,880 guests and 2,500 crew members. No passenger will be bored here, that's for sure. For example, those who like a more relaxing and comfortable way of doing things will certainly enjoy the theatre, casino, water amphitheatre, 37 bars, 20 restaurants, 24 swimming pools, a large spa complex, and a special park where one can enjoy the beauty of 12,000 exotic plants. As soon as you go down into a room with glass walls, you have the opportunity to admire the beauty of the underwater world. Can you call it boring? Do you want to have something more unusual, extraordinary, or even extreme? How about checking climbing walls, a water park with the steepest slides, an ice rink, a dance hall with the best teachers of modern choreography, or even playing on a basketball court? At the same time, this unique vessel can only be found in the same region. It also offers particularly popular routes within the Caribbean and the Mediterranean Sea. What is unusual about a cruise ship called the Mardi Gras? First of all, the fact that in its design it has special engines that allow the vessel to run on liquefied natural gas. These engines have a long service life and are considered environmentally friendly. This ship is already slightly smaller in size than its predecessors. Its length is 344 meters. It is based in Port Canaveral, where it was first launched 2 years ago. The passengers of the ship can comfortably spend their time on the decks or in one of 2,640 rooms. If the passenger is willing to spend a little more money on a ticket and buy a room of the highest category, then they will be provided with a package of additional services and special privileges. Talking about the real gem of the cruise ship, we can safely say that this is an outdoor terrace, which is made in a resort style as well as the large atrium. The square is divided into separate zones and each of them has its own specific theme. There are 17 restaurants and 18 bars on board the ship, whose employees are always ready to serve you professionally, offering high-quality service and a variety of food and drinks to taste. One can choose one of numerous attractions: a huge water park, sports grounds, and a cable car system. The Mardi Gras can often be found in Mexico, Hawaii, the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Alaska, and the Mediterranean Sea. The stunning Costa Smala was built specifically for Costa Cruises and named after the island of Sardinia. The total length of this luxury cruise liner is 337 meters, and it was launched in 2019. At the same time, 6,554 passengers and 2,448 crew and maintenance personnel can stay on this ship. All rooms can be divided into 17 different categories. Talking about the design, the Costa Smala is made in the spirit of Italy, using materials and furniture produced in this country. The interior of each deck and cabin is decorated in the traditions of a particular city. In the middle, one can find the Colosseum and a performance area. As on the other large cruise ships, one can use slides, glass-roofed pools, a water park and a golf course. At the same time, passengers can visit the Design Museum. If you want to visit the countries of Europe, then the Costa Smala will be your best choice for a cruise. Four years ago, another stunning cruise ship with a length of 331.5 meters appeared in the vast waters of the ocean. There are 2,440 equipped rooms on board the MSC Grandiosa liner, with a total capacity of 6,334 passengers. By the way, there are as many as 19 decks on the ship. The MSC Grandiosa offers a wide choice of entertainment options. There is a museum of fine arts and a covered promenade for walking, where restaurants, cafes, bars and shops offer their services to vacationers. If you want something more active, then there is a large amusement park, a water park, an 82-meter high cable car, as well as a huge swimming pool on board. In the evening, you can visit a large cinema, which shows the latest world cinema. Another feature of this cruise ship is that it actively uses the latest software and equipment from Samsung, which helps guests solve various issues. The MSC Grandiosa can usually be found on routes to Northern Europe, South and North America, and the Caribbean. But you can also get to the coast of Africa, the Mediterranean Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Persian Gulf. The MSC World Europa is the premier liner of a new class of ships of the MSC Cruises fleet. They call it the World Class. This amazing vessel accommodates 6,850 passengers and has 2,760 rooms. I have to say that this is more than on any of the existing similar liners in the world. This is despite the fact that its length is 330 meters and its width is 47 meters. The ship has a futuristic Y-shaped architecture and a large area of exterior spaces opening onto an open-air terrace where all passengers can enjoy the ocean. Internal public spaces are divided into areas, each of which has its own mood, suitable for the different tastes of all guests. Families with children, couples in love, groups of friends, and so on. At the same time, each of the decks of the ship is named after a certain European city. While on board, you can enjoy recreation in an amusement park, an aquatic park with virtual reality technology, swimming pools and jacuzzis, gym, and even a spa complex. Passengers can visit the World Galleria indoor walking area with the LED dome, where restaurants and various shops are located. For lovers of the art, a 1,153-seat theatre with nightly shows and entertainment programs has been built on board the MSC World Europa. This ship offers even more interesting things. The Queen Mary 2 is the first major transatlantic ocean liner since the Queen Elizabeth II, built in 1969, and the only one currently operating regularly on the Southampton to New York route. However, not so long ago, this legendary flagship was renovated, which marks a new page in the history of the Cunard line. However, the luxurious Queen Mary 2 is unique, not only in its technical characteristics, but also in the capabilities presented on board. First of all, I would like to mention the majestic Grand Lobby Atrium, which is the heart of the liner. There are glass elevators rising through 5 decks, a giant painting, and even a gallery of Mayfair boutiques, as well as a chic Veuve Clicquot bar. There is even a royal ballroom which invites everyone to take part in festival balls with a variety of themes, from masquerades to classical evenings. There is also a 2-story theatre called the Royal Club on the ship, offering a new performance every evening. What shall I say about the 3D planetarium? The suites and standard cabins of this liner combine classic elegance with modern trends. Tasteful interiors, exquisite furniture, and finishes made of the best varieties of wood. A minibar, high-quality service available around the clock, and even a chocolate bar create the unique style of the Queen Mary 2. The Odyssey of the Seas liner of the Royal Caribbean Company was built in 2020, has a length of 348 meters, and is able to accommodate 4,805 passengers on board in 1,922 cabins. It also accommodates 1,305 employees. The cruise routes of this ship include visits to Italy, the Greek islands, and Turkey. And in winter, the liner goes to the USA for cruises to the Caribbean islands. While traveling on the Odyssey of the Seas, one will definitely not be bored. There is a stunning clash for the Crystal City laser tag area. This is an exclusive themed location in the style of a popular computer game. There is also a one-of-a-kind observation capsule, which was even included in the Guinness Book of World Records as the highest observation deck on a cruise liner. Simulators for surfers, the largest indoor entertainment center, a full-sized basketball court, video games, a car racetrack, a water park, a climbing wall, and even an air tube are offered to the passengers. Table tennis, numerous swimming pools, an unusual bungee trampoline, new spa complexes, and a modern fitness center equipped with all the most advanced machines and equipment for sports training. As you can see, passengers of any age and lifestyle can find something interesting and entertaining here. One can be sure that their vacation on such a cruise liner will be great and memorable. Each passenger will be 100% satisfied with their trip on the Odyssey of the Seas.